What is up, Finesse family? Hopefully, everybody is having a great day today. Hey, listen, guys, we're going to talk cancer risk and are you unknowingly eating these foods, right? We're going to talk 5 foods that could increase your cancer risk and are you eating them? It's super, super important. So, if you're new to the channel, hola, como estás? Hopefully, you're having a great day. Ni hao to you. I am Mrs. B Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com. And here we talk about health, wellness, mindset, how to shift it to give you a positive outcome to move forward in life. And today we're talking about cancer risk. This is super important, guys. We're also going to get down to something that just came in today, something that is a cancer risk that it was unmarked, but now the FDA has changed it, right? So what if I told you that some of your favorite foods could actually increase your risk of cancer? Shocking, right? Well, stay tuned because today we're going to get into the 5 common products you should seriously consider cutting out of your diet. That's right. I said it. Yeah. Because according to doctors, they might just be linked to cancer, right? So we're going to get right into this. I need you guys to really pay attention. If you haven't yet, make sure you have hit that like button. Make sure you share and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. If you haven't yet, let's get into this. I will also, guys, give you one unknown thing that just came out this week that the FDA is banning. You heard me right, banning, right? Watch it to the end so you don't miss this, okay? So, but first, let me ask you this. Could your snack drawer secretly be sabotaging your health? Well, let's find out. All right. So we're going to talk 5 foods that could increase your cancer risk. Are you eating these foods? Finesse family, listen, I got to make sure you guys get what you need. And we're going to get straight into this. All right. So let's get into the first one. You probably already knew it, right? Let's talk about processed meats, bacon, sausages, and hot dogs. All right. Let's get into this. So you've probably heard that bacon, well, it's not you heard it, you know that bacon tastes delicious, right? But did you know it could also be a silent assassin, right? The World Health Organization, or WHO, classified processed meats like bacon, sausage, and hot dogs as Group 1 carcinogens. Carcinogens. I just said it right earlier. I don't know why I'm stuttering, right? This means that there's strong evidence they can increase your risk of colorectal cancer, right? Studies published in the International Journal of Cancer have shown that people who consume processed meats regularly have a higher risk of developing cancer, particularly cancers of the digestive system. All right. So it's not just a small risk, guys. According to Dr. Leonard Letchfield, Deputy Chief Medical Officer for the American Cancer Society, regular consumption of processed meats has been linked to an increased risk of cancer up to 18% for 50 grams consumed daily. That's roughly 1 hot dog a day, right? So listen, guys, there's alternative too. We're going to get into other things that you can eat. Besides that, carcinogen. There we go. I just said it. All right. So that's what we're talking about, right? We're talking about the processed meats, right? So that is one thing that was linked to causing cancer, guys. All right. Once again, if you guys have questions as we're going through the stream, you can put it in the chat. We're going to try to get through this quickly, briefly, get you guys the information you need, handle the questions, and then move on to hopefully you guys switching up the things you're eating. I'm definitely going to give you that information at the end. And I'm going to tell you that one thing that the FDA has banned so you know to get that out of your cabinet. All right. All right. Let's get to the next thing. The next thing, a lot of you might have this one as one of your guys's. Here we go. We're talking about those sugary drinks, right? Soda and energy drinks. Now, this is super important. If you've ever grabbed a soda or energy drink to fuel your day, you might also want to rethink that habit. All right. Researchers have linked high sugar consumption to an increased risk of cancer, specifically pancreatic and endometrial cancer, right? Dr. David L. Katz, he's a renowned preventative medicine expert, has warned that sugar can trigger inflammation and increase insulin levels. You guys know we did videos on insulin and diabetes, so make sure to go back and check those videos if you haven't seen them yet. but it'll trigger inflammation and increase insulin levels, both of which are major factors in cancer development. All right. So when we're talking about that sugary drink, excess sugar equals a cancer risk, right? This excess sugar. All right. A study published in the Journal of National Cancer Institute found that people with high sugar intake, they had an increased risk of developing certain cancers, including breast and colon cancers. So maybe that sugary soda isn't worth the temporary energy boost after all. Like I said, too, guys, you got to be careful with that sugar intake, because besides it may be causing a lot or increasing your risk of cancer, having a lot of sugar at one time is kind of like a dopamine high, right? So it's like you get this boost of energy, you get this boost of this sugary filled wave, and then all of a sudden you're going to crash. So that's another reason why you should stay away from those energy drinks and the sugary drinks, because it's like you get this quick high and then it can't sustain itself because it's not naturally inclined, and then you just lose it, right? So you definitely have to get rid of these sugary drinks, all right? So if you're just coming in, hola, como estas? Hopefully you're having a great day. We are talking about how we are going to get these different foods out of our system, right? 5 ways or 5 foods that could increase your cancer risk. Are you eating them? And we're going to give you guys alternatives at the end, so you just aren't coming out without anything. We're telling you what you need to fix, and then we're giving you what you need to change it, all right? So let's get into the next thing that is super important about what you need to change, okay? So we talked about the processed meats. We talked about the sugary drinks. The next thing, some of you might be shocked about this one. We're talking about that microwave popcorn, okay? Microwave popcorn. Shout out to my mom for letting me know about this. And I'm going to give you guys the little hack you can do to subdue having to deal with that microwave popcorn, because that's a tough one. If you like popcorn, the quickest and easiest way is to get that popcorn from the store already pre-made in the bags, throw it in the microwave and pop it in your little 2 to 3 minutes. And it's a meal or treat or something you can have really quickly. But let me update you on popcorn. Popcorn may seem like a harmless snack, but have you ever thought about what's actually inside those microwave popcorn bags? Now, this is really the key. It's what's in the bag, all right? The lining of the bags often contains PFOA acid, right? It's a toxic chemical linked to cancer. Did you even know that? You're eating your innocent bag of popcorn, and the lining of the popcorn is linked to cancer, right? The lining of these bags has a toxic chemical that's linked to cancer. A study published in the Environmental Health Perspective found that PFOA exposure can cause cancer, liver damage, and developmental issues, right? So basically, guys, microwave popcorn, it equals a hidden toxic chemical, and it gets worse. The artificial butter flavoring called diacetyl, which has been associated with lung disease and cancer in studies by researchers at the University of Texas, all right? So not exactly the cozy movie night snack that you imagine, right? So before you reach for that buttery popcorn, consider air popped instead. So I'm going to tell you guys another trick. Shout out to mom that I got from my mom as far as another switch out for that popcorn that you buy in the bag. Very simple, guys. Just go to the store, and they still sell this. I know some of you probably have not seen this since you were a kid, but those little brown bags, right? They sell them at the store. Definitely at Walmart, because I just got some. And get the brown bag, guys, and just buy the popcorn that's already in the kernel. Put it inside the bag, add a little kosher salt or something to it, roll up the bag and put it in the microwave. It's the same thing. You add in maybe 10 more seconds, and you can switch out having those hidden toxin chemicals and that toxin in that butter and that bag popcorn. You can switch that right out the way, right? Not my popcorn. Yep, popcorn. It does have that in there, BGH. All right. So let's get to the next thing. Once again, we are talking 5 foods that could increase your cancer risk. Are you eating these foods? All right. You have to make sure that you cut some of these things out. These are simple fixes, hacks for you guys. And I definitely want to make sure that you guys are paying attention to these different foods. All right. So let's talk about the next one. Potato chips and French fries, right? This is going to hurt some of you, right? Who doesn't like a crispy, salty snack? But there's one problem. Estradiol. It's a chemical that forms when starchy foods like potatoes are cooked at a high temperature. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that this can increase the risk of several types of cancer, particularly ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and endometrial cancer. The National Toxicology Program, part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, even labeled this as a potential human carcinogen. Wow. All right. So this in chips, it is a link to cancer, right? Arsenamide. And Dr. Mark P. McKinney, an expert in environmental toxicology at Harvard University, has highlighted that these levels in fried and baked potato products can increase significantly. So every time you eat a bag of chips, you're just getting calories. You're not just getting calories, you're getting more cancer risk. All right. So let's go over what we've talked about, guys. I definitely want to keep reiterating this to you guys because it's super, super important. Okay. So first we talked about the processed meat, which is bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. We talked sugary drinks. We talked microwave popcorn. We talked potato chips and French fries. And now we're going to get into something that's in a lot of what we're consuming, our children are consuming. When you're going out to eat fast food places, most likely you are consuming this next thing also. All right. So the next thing is artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. All right. So switching to diet sodas or sugar-free products, it could be worse than you think. All right. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin have been linked to an increased risk of leukemia and lymphoma in certain studies. In a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Industrial Medicine, scientists found a strong link between aspartame consumption and cancer development, especially in non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Now, this one's key, guys, because if you drink a lot of diet drinks or no sugar drinks, the alternative is aspartame. And aspartame is normally in any type of soda that is no sugar or zero sugar, or it doesn't have any, or it's diet. So make sure you check the label, okay? So artificial sweeteners equal cancer concerns. All right, Dr. Joseph Marcolia, a well-known holistic health expert, has spoken about the dangers of artificial sweeteners, explaining that they can disrupt the body's metabolic processes and they can contribute to an increased risk of cancer. While the FDA claims these sweeteners are safe, many holistic practitioners warn against their use, urging people to choose natural alternatives like stevia or honey. All right, so if you look at this picture here, artificial sweeteners, this is from Dr. Osborne's website, and these are some of the side effects, right? You can get migraines, you can get dizziness, cancer, breathing problems, you can have toxic liver, diarrhea, bloating, nausea, headaches, altered taste buds, hydrothyroidism, lung problems, toxic kidney, eczema, and nerve damage. Those are some of the side effects. All right. So there you have it, right? We got the 5 foods, when consumed regularly, could increase your risk of cancer. But here's the good news. You have the power to make healthier choices and protect your body from these harmful foods, okay? But I told you guys there's another key one that we talked about earlier that was banned just recently by the FDA, and I definitely want to make sure you guys know this one, all right? And shout out to my husband because he let me know about this one too. All right, so we're talking about the regulatory information for FD&C red number 3, okay? So the FDA will no longer allow the use of red number 3 in foods and ingested drugs. On January 15, 2025, the FDA issued an order to revoke these authorizations. All right, so remember, like I told you guys, I mentioned earlier to listen for the unknown thing that just came out this week that the FDA was banning. And I told you to watch to the end, and here we go. We're talking about red number 3. The FDA is revoking the authorization for the use of this based on the Nally clause of the Federal Food and Drug Cosmetic Act. This clause, enacted in 1960 as part of the Color Additives Amendment, prohibits the FDA's authorization of a food additive or color additive if it has been found to induce cancer in humans or animals. It also referred to red dye number 3. It's a synthetic food dye that gives certain foods and drinks a bright cherry red color. And it's found in certain candies, in cakes, cupcakes, cookies, frozen desserts, frostings, and icings, and ingested drugs. Like other color additives, its uses must be approved by the FDA, and it's used in small amounts. The FDA requires manufacturers to list red number 3 in the statement of ingredients when it's added to their foods. All right. All right. So protect your health with smarter choices. So I told you guys, I'm going to give you some alternatives. I know I just discussed all the good, yummy foods that you like. So we're going to talk protect your health with smarter choices. Okay. I want you to take action today. If you haven't already, start swapping out some of these risky foods with healthy alternatives. If you're still on the fence, check out links in the descriptions and look at the medical studies and the expert advice behind these different things. All right. So let's break it down. You can eat fresh fruit, guys. You can eat Greek yogurt. Hard-boiled eggs are good. Guacamole, veggies, organic cheese, nuts, seeds, butters, and also homemade popcorn. So we're going to go through alternatives for all of them. Let me go through each alternative for each one, and then we'll round it on off. All right. So let's talk about the processed meats. A good way to do an alternative for the meats, bacon, and sausage is just basically, guys, switch it to a turkey or chicken. All right. And make sure when you guys are getting them that you are reading the labels. That's another key thing. Instead of just eating that processed hot dog that's, I think it's called sucolites or flakolites, make sure that you're eating something that has good meat in it. Okay. Let's see, the sugary drinks, energy drinks, and soda. Another good alternative for this, guys, is just taking your vitamins, right? Taking a vitamin that's going to give you energy. Make sure you're getting your B vitamins. Make sure you are getting your vitamin C in. These things will help coincide with the ideal of you getting energy instead of getting these empty calorie drinks that are making you just get a lot of energy and crash. All right. And also drink a lot of natural juices, right? Water is key, right? The microwave popcorn, another alternative for that, like I told you, is just make the popcorn yourself. It'll take an extra minute. Buy some of those brown bags from Walmart or any store. I'm pretty sure the dollar store has them too. And get the popcorn and add your own flavors and add your own toppings to them. All right. And the potato chips and French fries. A key thing to make these or to get a switch out of this instead of buying the bag in the store is to make your own. It's really easy to make potato chips, guys, and French fries. All you got to do is cut them up and slice them really thin, the potato chips, bake them in the oven. Then you got natural potato chips that are super healthy for you. And also buy your own potatoes from the store, cut them up, right? Then you have to deal with all those extra oils and things that are put inside of them, all right? And the artificial sweeteners, try honey. Instead of aspartame, sucrose, and saccharin, try honey, try stevia, try other natural ingredients that can alternate and make your stuff sweeter, okay? All right. So before you go, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure, guys, if you haven't, that you subscribe for more tips that could change your life. Make sure you share this video with someone who might need to know these shocking facts. And make sure you guys comment below what you're going to cut in your diet first. That's what I want to hear in the comments. I want you guys to write in the comments. Make sure you put what you're going to cut first in your diet if you haven't already cut these things out. Let's make this a conversation, guys, not just a lecture. All right. So make sure you guys, if you have any questions, make sure you guys ask me. But we're going to wrap that on up for you guys. So if you haven't, make sure you like, make sure you share, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And also, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Adios.